watching it yesterday and was totally engaged in those scenes. I was thinking if you had always secretly harbored fantasies about being a frontman rock star.
I don't know any person alive that doesn't harbor those. Right? I mean, even think about the terminology. When someone's great at something, you say, "Oh man, you're a rock star."
Yeah, that's true.
It is the, pinnacle of the idea of what it is to experience being in the center of the sun, in that format. So yeah, of course,
It's such a testament to him as a filmmaker, the way that he showed it. I mean, at the very beginning of the film, you see him pop those pills and take a swig of gin, and then he walks out, and all of a sudden they start playing, and it's electrifying, but you see it coming out from the side of the stage, so you're with the performer, and you see the sweat, you see the grit, you see the veins, and to me, like, that's what is so masterful about how he directed this film, is that as a performer in music myself, I felt like I was really there with you.
Yeah, it's true. And what advice did you give him? Obviously, you know that electrifying feeling of performing in front of tens and thousands of audience.
Actually, the only advice that I would think of that I gave him that is notable is that I wanted the artist that he became in his character to come from himself. I didn't.
I remember one specific time. It was the scene in the drag bar where Allie comes and thinks she's going to meet him, and he's up on stage singing. And I had only at that point been used to singing in front of people. And, and there were 3 people in a drag bar. And I remember we did the first couple takes, and then she came up to me and whispered in my ear and said, you just have to say the words, you know the story. And then that's the take that's in the movie. And it changed everything. So she's being humble, but she always added little things that only an expert could do. And then she just said, it was very simple. And the best direction is simple direction, I find as an actor. Once there's more than 20 words, I'm sort of lost, and I'm in my head as an actor. But just very simple to the point, and she said it, I got it, and I could even feel the words coming off my mouth onto the microphone. And I remember as the song started, I went, oh yeah, of course.
And it's such a beautiful scene, maybe it's time to let the old ways die, and he's, singing in a drag bar, a straight male, strong man, and it's just like this very special scene that means a lot on many deep levels.
No, I agree. For you, are you a Edith Piaf forever kind of girl, Barbra Streisand every day, or Judy Garland on repeat?
I love them all. I would have to say, for me, I do listen to Edith Piaf almost every day. It's sort of my go-to music that makes me feel calm. But Judy Garland was always my favorite actress since I was a little girl. And at the same time, I feel very honored to be in this film after her and after Barbara. She's phenomenal, and she came to set and was so gracious, and it was a really special moment.
What did you find most difficult, directing or directing yourself, especially when you were performing at Glastonbury and Coachella and all that?
I've said this before, it just feels like cheating because I found it to be very much easier to be on the field with her and with the other actors and being able to keep a fluidity and a rhythm. As a director, you're always on the sidelines, but if you're on the field, you can perpetuate that rhythm, and it's all rhythm when you're shooting a movie. I learned that from David O. Russell. Allow yourself to have a sandbox that's as small as possible with a lot of restraints, and that's when there's a tension that can then force you to get out of your head and just react. So, to me, I absolutely loved that. Those were my favorite days. Was when I was able to be in it.
It was beautiful because there was such an intense focus and yet so much freedom at the same time, and I think that makes for, a very sacred workspace. It was always about the art, but it also was not like we were in chains while we were working.
Right.
It was real.
I have to go, but yes or no, would you love to have awards for this film? I know, answer.
That'd be amazing.
That would be
that'd be
amazing.
incredible.
But I think, both of us just really want this film to touch people's hearts. That's the most important.